Yeah. Yeah, this game is beautiful because of how, like, it's crafted. All right, well, up we go. Oh, be careful. That would be, oh my god, this would be so slippery. Yeah. Interesting. That looks like that looks like an intersection almost. That looks like a roundabout or something. It's like city roads. And yeah, he mentioned that he was also, like, the narrator is in search of this one spot in a highway that he's looking for, but he doesn't know where it is. Up we go. Yeah, more of this fungus everywhere. Nothing down that way. All right, up we go. Follow the winding path. Yeah, those drawing on the walls definitely look technological. Wow. So this is, yeah, that's where we came in. All right. Careful. Careful. It'd be like just like walking across ice at this point. Ice moving underneath your feet. Ooh. All right. We're good. We're good. Everything's fine. Something on the ground here? No, it's just a rock. But yeah, more of these candles. I mean, he claims that he set them out without even realizing he did it. So he must be laying this path, maybe unconsciously, for himself. Oh yeah, this fungus is so pretty. God, imagine getting to explore a real place like this. This is so gorgeous. Like, it's one of those things where you can just kind of imagine running your hands along, like, the wet stone walls. I've definitely had the privilege of getting to, like, check out some, like, interesting caves and stuff. And this, you know, kind of brings me back to that. Wow.
I am traveling through my own body, following the line of infection from the shattered femur towards the heart. I swallow fistfuls of painkillers to stay lucid. In my delirium, I see the twin lights of the moon and the Ariel shining to me through the rocks.
Interesting. So I'm guessing we experienced some traumatic event. Wonder where else we can explore in here. Yeah, honestly, this game looks better, or at least comparable to most modern indie games. Like, you could put this next to most modern releases and be like, oh yeah, this came out this year. Yeah, look at this place. We can go up. All right, well, let's explore over to the different sides first and see what's going on. See if we can't learn anything else. See if the narrator will fill us in. That's why I generally believe that most of the, I would say, generally, some of the most interesting developments in game narrative, world, and, like, gameplay design come in indie games because they're so focused. They can execute their ideas to such a fine point. And this definitely feels like a strong example of that. Can we go in the water? Yeah. Yeah, we can go in the water. I wonder if he'll say anything. Oh yeah, more of the drawings. Yeah. I wonder if we can... Oh, we can kind of fight the current. We follow the path up here. No. We can go over here and take it around. Let's check out those cave drawings. Might have something to say about that. This game also feels very meditative. Something that I definitely get from Everybody's Gone to the Rapture as well. That game has such a strong, I don't know, like, I don't want to say a will about it, but makes you want to Just sit and ponder a little bit. If we can just cross here and head up. Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah. Just go up here. Yeah, not quite. What if we can... No, we can't fall that up there. That's okay. Why don't we take the winding path up the cave now? Yeah, some sort of circuit. Interesting. I don't remember my electrical diagrams super well. Otherwise, I could kind of maybe figure out what it's trying to do. I haven't diagrammed circuits in such a long time. Exactly. This is like, you know, exploring like a hidden wilderness. You get to do it from the comfort of your own home. Kind of reminds me of like Firewatch like that. Firewatch has, again, Firewatch is kind of one of the progenitors of this. Or not progenitors, but like the successors. They take the mantle from this and games like Gone Home. You know, I think we're honestly also due for maybe like a new wave of these kinds of games that incorporate the methodical kind of tight focus on story, but also have maybe like a unique movement mechanic to them. Because I feel like that's one thing that these games obviously emphasize, is that you're just moving through an environment. But I feel like there's room in there to also have a more satisfying movement to the player character. Oh, yeah, more of this paint. They must have been either making it down here or making it using the materials from here, right? Oh, wow. Oh, wow, this is beautiful. Anything over here? No? No? Okay, let's go this way. And this path is definitely charted with mushrooms for us. Yeah, look at this place.
This cannot be the shaft they threw the goats into. It cannot be the landfill where the parts of your life that would not burn ended up. It cannot be the chimney that delivered you to the skies. It cannot be the place where you rained back down again to fertilize the soil. And
so Esther died then.
Rocks.
Obviously, Esther is no longer with him. So he's writing to Esther after she's passed. Okay. Well, up we go. Okay, what is this? What is this? Behold Damascus as... can't make that out. Looks like Damascus, though. Yeah, oh my god. Oh my god. I think someone was maybe a bit obsessed with this imagery. Oh my god. Okay. I mean, it's beautiful in a very, I don't know, like red string on a corkboard wall kind of way. Damascus is taken? Maybe that's what it is. Yeah, and more electrical diagrams. More diagrams of, it looks like ethanol. What does this say? Away from being a city. And it... I can't make that out. Yeah. Alright, well, let's try to climb out of here. Yeah, now we have these, like, dangling... I don't know. Maybe there's bug snacks in these walls. Yeah, maybe we're on Snacktooth Island and we didn't even know it. Alright, slowly but surely. Excellent. Oh, man, back into the water. Man, this water would be so freezing cold. Alright. So we gotta make the plunge. Alright, let's keep going. Come on. Ooh. Yeah, look at these things. Yeah, this is a beautiful cave system that they've made. One that hopefully there's a way out of. But I don't know if we can go back the way we came. And, oh, I mean, this isn't encouraging. But I don't know if we're gonna... can we make our way around? No! Nope, that's a no. Oh. Oh. This is not a cave. Oh, this must be the highway that he's looking for. Looking on. Okay. The car here. Smashed open. They both look smashed open. Huh, can we... Yeah, we can kind of float up, too. Huh. Anything we can get from the car? Yeah, it looks like the glass was smashed in on this. Oh, what do we have here? Oh, just a tuft. Okay. Yeah, this must be what he's looking for on the highway. Yeah, this is a bit apocalyptic, but it's like everything's underwater. Huh. All right, are we coming to... Oh, okay. All right, well, I guess we just... We're dreaming that. Or reliving it. All right, let's get out of here. I prefer not to die drowned in a cave. I mean, he's mentioned it a couple times that he's been looking for somewhere on a highway that he drove, like he's driven it backwards and forwards, but he can't find like the spot that something happened. So maybe that's what he's talking about. All right. I mean, we see a light. We go. Esther. Oh. Oh, are we outside the cave? Oh, it's nighttime now. Yeah, more of these candles. There's candles to the right, so why don't we head to the left just to see what's over here? Now look at this. This is so beautiful, the moonlight.
I wish I could have known Donnelly in this place. We would have had so much to debate. Did he paint these stones or did I? Who left the pots in the hut by the jetty? Who formed the museum under the sea? Who fell silently to his death into the frozen waters? Who erected this godforsaken aerial in the first place? Did this whole island rise to the surface of my stomach, forcing the gulls to take flight?
Yeah, more of this circuit. Definitely clearer now. I guess part of it is maybe Donnelly isn't even real. I don't know. Donnelly, at least as far as we know, is someone who was on this island a while ago. All right, well, let's go the other way. There's a little campsite here too. Yeah, multiple people have been hermits on this island. It seems like. All right, well, let's follow this all the way out. See where it'll take us next. Yeah, rarely do games really utilize like the beauty of like a pale moonlight like that. Oh, there was a way. Oh, we should probably go check that. Maybe we can. Maybe there's a path leading down to there. There's like a little dock. Okay, looks like we can go around. What's this? Yeah, more of this paint. More of this phosphorescent paint. Okay, there is a path that leads back over there. I want to see what's on that little dock. Oh. Yeah, can we just go down here? Okay. Let's check this out. See what he has to say about that. One thing I really admire about Horizon Zero Dawn, it's got an incredible visual fidelity to it, but it's the clouds. The clouds in that game look so good. I hope this generation definitely brings a whole new kind of love of the weather. This is a really stunning vista. All the way across. Nothing to say, but I'm glad we came down. Let's keep going over, follow the coastline. Weather is one of those things that I feel like can make a really big impact on how you feel like you're in a place, especially if you live in a place that experiences multiple weather kinds and seasons. Yeah, look at this. Yeah, there's like some dock that used to be here, maybe?
Fire and soil, I chose fire. It seemed the more contemporary of the options, the more sanitary. I could not bear the thought of the reassembly of such a ruin. Stitching arm to shoulder and femur to hip, charting a line of thread like traffic still
So
on
he
a motorway,
cremated her.
making it all acceptable for tearful aunts and traumatized uncles flown in specially for the occasion. Reduce to ash, mix with water, make a phosphorescent paint for these rocks and ceilings.
Interesting. So he cremated her because it sounds like she died very traumatically. What do we have in here? Another molecule of some kind. Oh, wait. Is that Esther? Or maybe someone else? This, I have no idea what that is. It's got a whole bunch of different bonds up there, but they're all bonding to the same thing. Wait, what is that? What does it say? No, it doesn't look like it says anything. All right. Again, this fascination with molecules and circuitry. We at least know the molecules early on were of ethanol. Ooh. This definitely seems important. What do we have here? Huh. Oh. Wait, is this the car wreck? Or part of the car wreck? Huh. Yeah. It is like a monument to maybe how she died? Yeah. Alright, well, let's keep going. Let's see where this beach leads us.
There were chemical diagrams on the mug he gave me coffee in, sticky at the handle where his hands shook. He worked for a pharmaceutical company with an office based on the outskirts of Wolverhampton. He'd been travelling back from a sales conference in Exeter, forming a strategic vision for the peddling of antacid yogurt to the European market.
Very
You could
prestigious.
trace the connections with your finger, join the dots, and whole new compounds would be summoned into activity.
Interesting. So what is this? Light from heaven shone around... light from heaven shone around him. Yeah. Alright, well, let's keep following this. Yeah, what a... Again, it seems everything is so thoughtfully considered. No matter where you look, there's like almost like a perfect picture framed for you. Let's keep following. Huh. You can hear something here. Like something... It's like a whole bunch of birds. Yeah. Yeah. You can hear something here. Yeah, what is that? It sounds like singing. It's already gone, though. That was definitely a haunting sound, though. Very otherworldly. Come on, get up. Hill's not that steep, my friend. We've been climbing through caves all day. On we go. Yeah, the moon is hanging so beautifully. Captures that really cool light so well.
From here, I can see my armada. I collected all the letters I'd ever meant to send to you, if I'd have ever made it to the mainland, but had instead collected at the bottom of my rucksack, and I spread them out along the lost beach.
Oh, they're little
Then
paper
I took
boats.
each and every one,
His
and
armada.
I folded them into boats. I folded you into the creases, and then, as the sun was setting, I set the fleet to sail.
Yeah.
Shattered into 21 pieces, I consigned you to the Atlantic. And I sat here until I'd watched all of you sink.
Huh. Interesting. I wonder if he quite literally folded parts of her ashes into the letters that he meant to send her. Alright, well, there's a path up there. Let's check this out real quick. What is this? Looks like a little dock house. It does have a candle in there, though. Oh. On a sudden, on a sudden, a light from heaven shone around him, and he fell to the ground. Oh. Bird's eggs. Yeah, there's the paper armada. Alright, well, let's follow this. Back up the mountain we go. Lovely. I know, those eggs look so warm and cozy. You'd hope they would be at least, well incubated there. Ooh, what are you in the mood for, Nicholas? What is this? Ooh, some eldritch horror. I totally get what you're saying. I absolutely 100%, images of the sea, a lighthouse, tragedy, haunting imagery and sounds. This is definitely some...
A sound of torn metal,
yeah.
teeth running over the edge of the rocks, a moon that casts a signal as I lay pinned beside you, the ticking of the cooling engine, and the calling from a great height, all my mind as a bypass.
So were they in the same car together then? Oh, I totally get what you're saying, Nicholas. Like, in another world, I could totally see the same island being used as the setting to a eldritch horror. Oh, wait, is that someone over there? Wait. Is that a person? No. It kind of looks like one, though, doesn't it? That looks like the silhouette of a person. Let's go see. Oh, yeah. It sounds like a song.
I've begun my voyage in a paper boat without a bottom. I will fly to the moon in it. I've been folded along a crease in time, a weakness in the sheet of life. Now you've settled on the opposite side of the paper to me. I can see your traces in the ink that soaks through the fiber, the pulped vegetation. When we become waterlogged and the cage disintegrates, we will intermingle. When this paper aeroplane leaves the cliff edge and carves parallel vapor trails in the dark, we will come together.
Huh. I mean, a beautiful prose. I do wonder. I would have swore there was someone on this. It's interesting. The narrator of this game kind of sounds like Sean Bean a little. And as he was proceeding on his journey, as he was proceeding on his journey. So I'm assuming these all connect. So this is after he fell, and as he was proceeding on his journey. Yeah, I'm not sure, Nicholas. I think so. That sounds like... I mean, Nicolas Cage is in so many different things now, which I'm very thankful for, as someone who appreciates his acting style. And... as something come near... can't quite make that out. Keep going. Yeah, no, I love Nicolas Cage's weirder and wilder movies. Oh, yes, and neither did he eat nor drink.
If only Donnelly had experienced this, he would have realized he was his own shoreline, as am I. Just as I am becoming this island, so he became his syphilis, retreating into the burning synapses, the stones, the infection.
I mean, you know, an island is a great, you know, metaphorical location that really captures, like, the way a person can feel, right? A windswept, torn island, lonely, unoccupied. Oh, yeah, that wind would rip through this valley. This little, you know, like, cut in the mountain. I know, so do I, Nicholas. Especially something like this, you know. It already has such like a beautiful, like, natural environment around it.
Returning to my car afterwards, hands still shaking, and a head split open by the impact. Goodbye to tearful aunts and traumatized uncles. Goodbye to the phenomenal. Goodbye to the tangible. Goodbye Wolverhampton. Goodbye Sanford. Goodbye Cromer. Goodbye Damascus. This cliff path is slippery in the dew. It is hard to climb with such an infection. I must carve out the bad flesh and sling it from the aerial. I must become infused with the very air.
To literally carve, you know, your you know, sin from the body almost. Interesting. You applied for a position in insect research laboratory on some remote island. I know. See, that's the thing. As long as it wasn't like, you know, something that would be the rest of your life, I feel like that would be a great way to spend, you know, maybe even like a year or two. Again, it would be very remote, but yeah. Yeah, exactly. To remove all that you hate or are infected by and to replace it with, you know, the ethereal. And also, you know, similar to like the island itself, right? You are excising yourself from the rest of the world to live in contemplation, in solitude. It's almost like monk-like. You know, to forsake the I guess the modern world and live a more solid or a life of solitude. All right, let's head up here. Oh, we're so close. Come on, you can make it.
I dredged these waters for the bones of the hermit, for the traces of Donnelly, for any sign of Jakobson's flock, for the empty bottle that would incriminate him. I have scoured this stretch of motorway 21 times, attempting to recreate his trajectory. The point when his heart stopped dead and all he saw was the moon over the Sanford Junction. He was not drunk, Esther. He was not drunk at all, and it was not his fault. It was the converging lines that doomed him. This is not a recorded natural condition. The gulls do not fly so low over the motorway and cause him to swerve. The paint scored away from his car in lines like an infection, making directly for the heart.
So who is this he in this situation? Is Donnelly the one that did it, or is it us? Was there another person at all? Look at that beautiful, beautiful view of where we this came from. Oh yeah, you can feel the wind. And up we go. Yeah, more of these diagrams everywhere we go. That's just rebar, but you know.
I am the Ariel. In my passing, I will send news to each and every star.
I know. I mean, this game captures some of my favorite weather.
Dear Esther, I have burnt my belongings, my books, this death certificate. Mine will be written all across this island. Who was Jakobsen? Who remembers him? Donnelly has written of him, but who was Donnelly? Who remembers him? I have painted, carved, hewn, scored into this space all that I could draw from him. There will be another to these shores to remember me. I will rise from the ocean like an island without bottom, come together like a
island
stone,
of tragedy.
become an Ariel, a beacon that they will not forget you. We've always been drawn here. One day the gulls will return and nest in our bones and our history. I will look to my left and see Esther Donnelly flying beside me.
Oh, Esther Donnelly.
I will look to my right and see Paul Jakobsen flying beside me. They will leave white lines carved into the air to reach the mainland, where help will be sent.
Huh. And join the island he did. I mean, the relationship between... Yep. But not in the way you might think. Yeah, the relationship the three of these characters have, one can only surmise, but at the very least, there was a great tragedy that unfolded between ourselves, Esther, and Jakobsen. One that the island will never forget, I guess. It'll be embedded in this place. And in case you didn't see, when we came close to the ground there, our shadow was that of a bird. Yeah, a beautiful and gloomy, tragic telling of this kind of one-of-a-kind narrative. Yeah, it's really beautiful. Yeah, you can see more of the bird shadow there. And in many ways now, I guess our narrator is freed from the island, no longer bound. And that's Dear Esther. A very thoughtful and contemplative, meditative experience. And it's clear to see how this game became kind of almost like a blueprint for others to diverge and pursue their own narrative and exploration-based game. One that I think that really holds up still. That was Paul. Excellent. Yeah. Yeah, the design and music of Jessica Curry, excellent work. Yeah. No, see, this is where I feel like a game that it doesn't need to explicitly lay everything out because it doesn't present a grand mystery. You are given little bits and pieces that your mind is kind of like freely associating and creating the narrative in your mind. I'm sure there is, a very specific intended interpretation, or at least one that they created when they were designing the narrative and the script itself. But I feel like this game does something that Crucible did not, and that is giving you enough that you can kind of wrap a story of your kind of own interpretation around what you're seeing and hearing. Obviously they're giving you little bits and pieces of like explicit dialogue and imagery, but the exact nature of it isn't kind of important. It's more the experience of that interpretation that is the story. It's your interaction that makes the story interesting. Like them laying out exactly the nature of the tragedy wouldn't do anything more for it. In fact, it would take it away from you as a player, basically forming the narrative as you play. And it's really a special game because of that. Yeah, this game came out in 2007, and it was a mod originally, way back in the day. Yeah, this is really cool. A game that I think more people should experience, at least so they can kind of see what were more of like the earlier interpretations of exploration-based games and how they've evolved and changed and adapted since then. But anyways, this is a game that I love very much, so I'm glad we checked it out.